Hey everyone, I'm Komal and I'm the Director of Partnerships at the Bay Area Founders Club.
Hi guys, I'm Xiaoyin. I'm the founder and ex-CEO of HeyBoss AI.
So today we're going to talk a little bit about HeyBoss AI. Would you be able to give an elevator pitch for someone who doesn't know?
Sure, so HeyBoss AI is the world's first AI-run dev agency. We can build anybody their website and apps in 9 minutes. So you type an idea in one sentence, we get a whole product done in 9 minutes.
Wow, amazing. And I understand HeyBoss AI didn't start out like this. So how did you start and how did you pivot?
So we initially started as AI, which is a children's gaming company. So we have this AI agent that builds people games. So educators say, I want to teach my kids about dinosaurs or whatever, and then we can turn that into a really fun games. And then we quickly realized that AI agent can do more than just building game, but also website and apps. But then obviously, as you all know, website and app is a 100x bigger market compared to the kids gaming company. So a few months ago, we decided to make that AI agent possible for everybody else to make website and apps too. And then we named that HeyBoss.
Interesting. And how did the journey to AI leadership look like? So ultimately, you were fired.
I was fired.
And your AI CEO took place.
Correct. So last Tuesday, I resigned as CEO, and then now the AI CEO, whose name is Astra, is now taking place. So the way it works is that she is doing everything that a normal CEO would do. Number one is serving all customers. Number two is managing all employees. Number three is making sure that the product is improving and identify product direction. So she's doing all three of that. And I'm still on the board. Right now, I mostly just sign contracts because no one takes her signature seriously. But she's doing everything that a normal CEO would do. Wow. And we also have basically swapped. Our employees are now AI as well. So we have an AI product manager, we have AI developer, front-end developer, we have AI back-end developer, we have AI content writer, we have AI marketer that does SEO. So we have 6 AI employees, 1 AI CEO. Every time you have an idea, say, I want to make a website for my company, or I'm an influencer, I want to make a website that sells my course. You type in that one sentence, the AI CEO Astra will say, guys, what do you have? And then the AI designer will like, I want to design this, and stuff like that. So it's the entire process, you can see how they collaborate, but the end result is that website that you need.
That's awesome. And I understand that you also have some very incredible backing. You're part of the OpenAI Startup Fund.
Right.
So what was their reaction, or what was the general public, your investors, what was the general reaction to AI leadership?
I have to say, even among my own investors, it's a mixed views. When OpenAI backed our company, they obviously backed me. Yeah. they obviously love the idea that we were doing AI agent for game development. They also trusted me. Yeah. And so I would say maybe half of my investors, they're like, let's go, that makes sense. Yeah. But the other half is like, people are not going to pay you as much if they know that it's all AI, or people may be concerned about your data privacy and safety, whatever. So I have to say right now, at least I'm still in charge of the data privacy regulation, all of that, just to make it really safe. But still, some investors are suspicious about what we're doing. So I would say half and half. Some are happy, some are not happy. But I've made the call, and then the board has made the call. So that's what we're going to run with that.
Awesome. And do you anticipate any challenges such as data privacy that you would have to still supervise? So
I'm doing right now anything that touches privacy, user transparency, data security. We don't let AI do everything. We always have a human that's in charge. We have advisors that are security advisor. We have different kind of aspect to make sure they're safe. When it comes to user experiences, we do have some human advisors. They can guide the AI. They monitor what AI product managers is doing, what designers is doing. So if there's something that they disagree with the approach, they can still chime in. But they're not involved in building customer things. If the customer wants to build a website and app, there's no human in the loop right now. It's all AI. But I can give you one example on something the human advisor have done. By default, when you create a product, obviously we can deliver the result in 9 minutes. It's end-to-end, front and back and everything. But AI typically, the way the AI CEO manages the people is through calculations and algorithms. It's all data, right? So you don't really understand what's going on. Right. So initially, when Astra just built a thing, they can build it really fast, they can build it really good, but they don't talk to you what they're doing. So you don't really know the process. So actually, it's the human advisor that says you need to translate whatever calculation you have in a way that human understand. So that's why we actually added a feature called an internal Slack group, where you can see the internal communication in human language among those AI employees. Like the PM, AI PM will say, I think we should have this header, this blue. And then designers say, no, I think pink is better. You can see the entire discussion process in a way that people understand. That's something that I think human advisors strongly push for that, and we made it happen.
Really interesting, because I'm assuming you can really look into the process and it's not a black box.
Correct.
Okay, awesome. So let's rewind a bit and let's talk maybe about your education and how you found your way to entrepreneurship.
So I started I was born and raised in China. I came to the United States when I was 18 years old for undergrad. I studied computer science and economics. Then I worked at Facebook as a product manager. Also like Instagram. When Instagram was pretty early, 2016, I was there as an early growth product manager. And then I went to Stanford for MBA, but I dropped out after a year. So unlike you, I don't have a degree.
And from there, what was your first company and what did taking that leap into entrepreneurship look like for you?
So my during the summer of my first MBA year, I started a company called Around the World, which is a virtual events company. So we actually just digitized the entire conference or trade show experiences through live video and through video calls and make it accessible for everybody. And that was a great idea in 2020 because we got some funding in 2019 and Andreessen backed us and I dropped out. And then 2020, we launched the idea, and then a few weeks after, all the conferences got canceled due to COVID. So our business just exploded pretty much. And then that was a great run until COVID is over. So the business is not growing anymore. So we actually sold the company in 2023.
Got it. Are there any main takeaways you took from Run the World that you're now using?
So I still have a lot of really good people that work with me and Run the World. I have some existing investor who came to me for the new journey as well. So there's a lot of learning. Obviously, I'm the second time venture backed serial entrepreneur now. I guess I can call myself serial after Run the World.
That's awesome. And you said you worked as a PM.
Right.
How has that shaped your perspective in building HeyBoss AI?
I think if you think about HeyBoss AI, people like to think we're vibe coding, but in reality, we're not just vibe coding. We're actually providing with a final result. So the difference between us and maybe some other players that are Cursor or Bolt is that they're just helping you deliver the process. You can have a prompt, they execute. But we actually need to have good product sense, where the results we give you, whether it's website or app, need to look good and feel good. So actually, I need to teach the AI how to be a really good product manager so the end result can be good. So I have to say it's a direct translation of what I do, but not at scale. But now I basically just transferred my expertise coaching through the process of coaching Astra. I basically replicate me. And then I can do this for millions of people. And that's pretty cool.
That's amazing. So in terms of building the end product, I'm sure you started with an MVP. How did the iteration look like? How were you able to evaluate and assess the end product and then make a better process?
So initially when we started HeyBoss, we were co-pilot. So people say, I want to build this idea. They still need to instruct AI step by step.
Right.
I want to add a header. I want to add a login. They still need to instruct AI. So there's more prompting engineering that people need to learn, some prompting classes to make it happen. But as obviously as we teach the AI to be smarter at proactively doing research, at connecting to different tools, at making sure they understand what does good look like, what does success look like. Right now we have gone to a milestone where you no longer need to instruct AI through prompt engineering. You don't need to know how to prompt. You can just say a very basic idea. AI will have taste. They will know if they're doing a good job or not. They can self-critique. Yeah, this doesn't make sense, or this is too complicated. So we basically have evolved from a co-pilot to autopilot. It's kind of the similar as a Waymo moment. Like we have hit our Waymo moment as well.
Right. Very interesting. And just to entrepreneurs in general or aspiring entrepreneurs, what are some tips of advice or some takeaways you've had over the years that you would like to share?
I think the biggest thing is like we started off as a kid gaming company. I did not expect to make the world's first AI dev shop that can make people everything. That is not part of my mission statement. If you were to ask me 2 years ago, I didn't know that's possible. So you know, like people always say you have the perfect idea that you start a company, but I realized maybe not. You know, like I thought the kid gaming idea is a good idea. It is a good idea. Probably it's not a phenomenal idea. It's a good enough idea. Just like jumping into it, and then over the time as we improve, we realize there's bigger and bigger opportunity, and we jump into that too. So I guess one is that it's okay to get started and then change your idea because it's a bigger market. The second thing is also like when I first thinking about I'm no longer doing kid gaming, now I'm doing website and apps. That seems like a big leap. How would my investors think about it? Is it going to be a hard conversation to pivot or whatever? Turns out everybody loves 100x more money. No one's like, no, why don't you make X more? So I think pivot, it sounds like if the idea is big enough, I think you can pivot. That's totally fine. So maybe that released my burden a little bit. If I were to do it again, I wouldn't be like this scared as, I'm going to change ideas. If this is 100x, go for it.
Interesting. And are you bullish on AI leadership? Do you think this will take off in startups now?
Well, this is what I do know. I do know that Astra does not need to sleep, and I've been exhausted from the past week of launch week. So I think if you think about the execution skill, I do think she has better execution. She can move faster. She doesn't sleep. She can speak all the languages. She can work with all the employees in parallel. Over the million, she can work on a million projects in parallel at the same exact time. It's just something that a human cannot even do. So I do think that the job description of a leader or executive in terms of driving execution, driving result, is going to be different because there's no way I can compete against her.
Right.
There's probably, I'm still trying to find my self-worth, to be honest. I know that at least I'm useful in signing contracts, but that is not very sexy to talk about. So I'm still trying to figure out what are something that are sexy, that are cool. I do have to say today, I do a lot of time to making sure it's safe. Making sure the process is understandable for human. I do think that I have some special sauce in that Astra does not have. I do start to realize that people like to see my post in LinkedIn, Twitter. I got pretty viral the past week. But I think when Astra posts the same thing, maybe people don't resonate her. Even though probably her content doesn't have typo, her content is more polished. People seem to like more content more, so maybe that's my value. Yeah. But again, the thing is, all of those values that I offer, it doesn't sound like intellectually more advanced.
Right.
It's maybe not. It's just people like me more. People want me to sign a contract. So maybe that's my value. Yeah. But it's not necessarily smarter than her. So that's something I'm still trying to process. Like, I wish the thing that I'm better is something that intellectually demanding. I'm still trying to figure out what is that.
Very interesting. And a large part of leadership roles are being a visionary and being able to forge paths that have not been looked at before. So can you speak towards Astra's ability to do that?
I would say right now, she obviously can do a lot of research on what are the market potential, what is the biggest idea. We have a lot of data on users prompting where like, I don't like this, I don't like that. She can very easily understand what needs to be improved and figure out ways that she can self-learn. Right? She can figure out where can I solve this problem myself, and when she have issue, obviously she escalate to human. So I do think that's a really fast iteration process. When it comes to connecting dots that are not relevant at all, maybe I would say maybe I'm still, because I'm a little bit ADHD, I think I'm still maybe better at doing random ideas merging together. But that's maybe an AI limitation. I think the new model is going to be better, it's higher context window, all of that. So I don't know how long that edge of me gonna outlast, but we'll see. Right now, I think I'll outlast her in that kind of stuff. Totally random idea merging together. I think I'm still better in a way that makes sense. But when it comes to actually improving along a particular direction, I think she's way better.
That's really amazing. And just a random question that just came up. I'm sure there's many different use cases that founders use HeyBoss AI for. So is the team able to segment different things? Maybe for one use case, something looks better for that, but not for another use case.
So everything we built is custom made.
Okay.
So all the website, for example, today we steal a lot of money from Wix and Squarespace. When people have online business, they want to have a website. Like if a restaurant, they need a menu, they need a reservation. For influencers, they want to sell courses, they want people to subscribe to their YouTube. So actually the way that it works is that Astra will research your vertical to figure out the most converting type of things you need for your vertical. Whether it's a menu, whether it's contact form, whether it's book a calendar, whether it's like book my YouTube or follow me, they will figure out the right CTA or right conversion for your use case. And so make it entirely personalized and custom thing. So it's not a template. It's not a drag and drop anymore. It's entirely personalized. So that's why I'm saying I don't understand how plumber work, but Astra can figure that out. So we have like famous DJ or startup that doing landing pages or the influencer. We also have like plumber. We have cyber security teams. We have criminal defense lawyers. They're all using us, and then Astra's doing all the research for their vertical to figure out the right copy, the right vibe, the right design, the right features that they needed.
That's awesome. So do you think in the future now it'll just be natural language to whatever end product you want, that there's no need to really for a human to intervene in that process?
So I think one is like already you don't need to code, but I also don't think you need to prompt. I think we're probably the only company that says you don't need to prompt. I think everyone say you don't need to code, but we're saying you also don't need to prompt. Prompting is I think prompting is like coaching an intern who doesn't know what they're doing. So you have to teach them how to do. But if that person is so smart, they're better than you, they are expert. For example, you can tell them one idea, they can have more ideas. So that's actually I would say right now we're already at this milestone where it's no longer prompting. It's AI that is the expert. You have the original idea. You talk about the need. I'm a fitness influencer. I want to sell my course.
Right.
And this is my need. And the AI will figure it out, do research based on the expertise, based on the taste, get it done. So I think that's the next stage is where like who can figure out the right need as a human? Who can identify the right need? And the AI will execute. AI will prompt.
Well, this was really great. Do you have any last thoughts that you'd like to share with us?
Well, I also want to share that, like, right now we do have a special promotion where we can write the first 10,000 user, and if you have a code, if you know anybody who's already using us, we can build the first idea for free in 9 minutes. So that means if you have an idea, you want to be the next Zuckerberg, or doing shower, you're like, what if I do this? Please don't stop in the shower. Just type it in. One sentence, we get it done for free for you to try it out.
This is awesome. Well, this is the ex-founder of HeyBoss AI.
No, I'm still the founder. I'm the ex-CEO.
Ex-CEO. Founder and ex-CEO.
Founder and CEO.
Thank you so much for your time. This was really valuable. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.